20 universities around the country, preparing the next generation of PGA professionals.
Sounds definitely like a worthwhile program, George, and some of that next generation was on display at Trump National Golf Club, Washington, D.C., where Samantha Wagner's runner-up finish in last year's Junior PGA Championship made her one of the favorites heading into this year's edition. And after 36 holes, she was in position to improve on last year's finish. So for third-round action in the girls' division, let's head out to Trump National, where we find Scott Walker.
Holly, Samantha Wagner has been atop the girls' division leaderboard since the start of the 38th Junior PGA Championship. But she needed a 30-foot birdie putt at the difficult par 4 18th hole behind me here at Trump National to maintain a lead heading into the third round. There are 10 players within 5 shots of that lead, so the third round was set up for several players to make a run at Wagner. Samantha Wagner started the third round at 4 under, and it didn't take long for her to add to her lead. She drained the 15-footer for birdie at the par 4 first. But that was the last birdie of the day for Wagner. Brittany Fan and Amy Lee were playing together and making a move up the leaderboard. Lee's approach left her with an easy birdie at the first. Fan kept up the pressure at the par 5 second, putting it close to set up birdie. Lee then knocked in a 20-footer for birdie, and it was game on. After a birdie at the 4th, Lee came through with the highlight of her round at the 7th. After driving the green on the short par 4, she got the 40-foot eagle putt to go down to get to 4 under for the championship.
I am a pretty long hitter, and I hit the green on the first day as well. It's just a chance came and I took it.
Meanwhile, playing alongside Wagner, Kristen Gilman took the outright lead at the par 4 fifth. She missed the green, but came through with a birdie chip to get to 5 under par. However, Gilman bogeyed 3 holes in a row and fell back behind Wagner. Also in the same group was 15-year-old Abby Carlson from Lake Mary, Florida. She was a model of consistency with pars on the first 8 holes. She then dropped in this 15-footer for birdie at the 9th to get to 3 under. It was Wagner at 4 under par. Carlson and Amy Lee were at 3 under, and Gilman was among 3 players at 2 under par. Wagner made her only major mistake at the par 5 10th. Trying to get on in 2, she put her approach in the water. The subsequent double bogey dropped her to 2 under. Amy Lee birdied the par 4 18th to finish with a 5 under par 67, which equaled the tournament championship course record.
I knew I wasn't out of it the first 2 days, but I knew I had to fight my way back in, and that's exactly what I did today.
Abby Carlson showed incredible poise on this big stage, and when her 25-foot birdie putt found the bottom of the cup at the par 4 16th, she took a 1-shot lead. Kristen Gilman matched her on the next hole, as her third shot to the par 5 17th landed inside 5 feet. The birdie also got her to 4 under and a share of the third round lead with Carlson. Wagner finished the round 2 shots back.
I'm really excited for tomorrow. I like coming from behind. I mean, I certainly wish I played better today, but I mean, I'm happy in the position I'm in.
Every tournament you set out to play, your goal is always to finish at the top at the end of the week. So if I can finish it off tomorrow, that would be incredible. My goal is always to put me in contention going to the last day, so it's always fun doing that.
A crowded girls division leaderboard saw 11 golfers within 5 shots heading into the final 18 holes. When we return, we'll have final round action in the girls division. And later, the boys take center stage as the Junior PGA Championship, presented by Under Armour and Hotel Fitness, continues.
Golf Channel and the Professional Golfers Association of America present continuing coverage of the 38th Junior PGA Championship, presented by Under Armour and Hotel Fitness. Heading into the final round in the girls division, Abby Carlson and Kristen Gilman were tied atop the leaderboard at 4 under par. And for final round action, let's once again bring in Scott Walker from on-site at Trump National. And Scott, there was one player who made a serious move up the leaderboard in the third round.
Thank you, Holly. Amy Lee's third round 67 not only tied the female competitive course record, it also propelled her to within one shot of the lead shared by Gilman and Carlson. Gilman's third consecutive round under par and Carlson's bogey-free 2 under 69 led the way into the final round of the race for the Patty Berg Trophy. Abby Carlson grabbed the outright lead at the 5th. Her second shot resulted in an easy birdie to get her to 5 under. After Kristen Gilman bogeyed the 6th hole to fall to 2 shots back, Amy Lee made her move at the shortened par 4 7th. With the tees moved up and the hole playing just 215 yards for the girls, Lee drove the green for the 3rd time this week. While she couldn't convert the eagle, the birdie moved Lee into a tie with Carlson at 5 under par. But it would be a short-lived tie for the lead for Lee, as Carlson answered with a birdie of her own to retake sole possession of the lead. First and second round leader Samantha Wagner started the day just 2 shots back. But last year's runner-up was battling an illness as she gutted out 10 consecutive pars before being forced to withdraw. Meanwhile, a few groups ahead, a couple of players were making their move into contention. Sierra Brooks' second shot at the par 5 10th resulted in an easy 2-putt birdie, her 5th of the day, as she moved to 4 under par. And playing alongside Brooks was Megan Kang, who also took advantage of the par 5 10th as she rolled in her 3rd birdie of the day to get to 3 under par. Amy Lee dropped shots at 8 and 9 to fall to 3 under. Then, Abby Carlson's 3rd to the par 5 10th was absolutely brilliant. That birdie got her to 7 under par. At this point, Abby Carlson was seemingly in command, leading by 4 shots. But there were still 8 holes left to play. On the par 4 11th, Amy Lee hit a laser with her second shot. Kristen Gilman also knew she needed to make a move, and she followed up Lee's shot with her own great approach. Both players made birdie to cut the deficit to 3 shots. Carlson clung to a 3-shot lead as she got to 16. After leaving her second shot in the bunker, Abby faced a testy par putt.
I had a 3-shot lead going in the last 3 holes, and I knew if I made pars, it would be good.
I still had a chance, I knew it, and just kept on fighting.
The misstep on 16 kept the door open for both Lee and Gilman as the final group headed to the par 5 17. Abby's 4th shot on 17 left her faced with a pressure putt to save par, and Amy Lee looked to apply even more pressure. Carlson now needed to convert her par putt to maintain a 1-shot lead. For just the 2nd time all week and the 1st time since the front 9, Amy Lee had a share of the lead as the final group headed to the 72nd hole.
On 18, we actually hit good drives, both of us, and our second shots both ended up in that right bunker.
Lee went first, and her bunker shot ended up just 12 feet below the hole. Now Carlson had to respond, and she did. Her shot ended up just past the hole, almost the same distance as Lee. Now, in just her 2nd Junior PGA Championship appearance, Abby Carlson had this putt to finish no worse than in a tie for the lead. And now the door was open. If Lee can convert her up and down for par, the 16-year-old Californian can lay claim to the prestigious Patty Berg Trophy. After finishing 5th 1 year ago, Amy Lee grabbed the outright lead in the girls' division for the first time all week with a dramatic putt on the 72nd hole. Lee's perseverance paid off with a 1-shot victory. Abby Carlson's runner-up finish represents her 5th top 5 showing this year, and this was as close as she's come to capturing a major junior championship.
If you had told me at the beginning of the week I would be 4 under after 4 days, I would have been thrilled. So I can't be that mad, but I learned a lot from today that I'll take forward with me.
This event is very special to me, looking at all the past champions, how successful they are. In junior golf, this win is the best it gets. There's nothing better.
So Amy Lee wins the girls division and takes home and is holding right now the Patty Berg Trophy. For you, you were down late. You never held the lead in this championship until the final hole. Tell me how you were able to keep your composure and understand that you still had a chance and opportunity to win this championship.
I mean, Abby was going strong, and I was 3 down with 3 to go, but I never kept my head down, and I always kept it up. And I just pretty much just literally hit it 1 shot at a time. And I knew I had a chance. I wasn't out of it, so I just tried my best to do the best I can.
What is the importance of winning such a prestigious championship like this, and where does it stack up for you among all the hardware you've won?
I mean, I've had wins, but I've never had my big win, and I feel like this is my big win yet, and more to come.
And it's well-deserved. Amy Lee, congratulations. Now let's send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Scott, and congratulations certainly go out to 16-year-old Amy Lee of Brea, California, who finished 5th in this championship a year ago, but can now claim her first major junior championship title.
Holly, when we return, we'll turn our attention to the boys division in the 38th Junior PGA Championship presented by Under Armour and Hotel Fitness. Stay with us.
On the eve of this year's Junior PGA Championship, the field was treated to an evening featuring media personality Tony Kornheiser and highlighted by remarks from championship host Donald Trump.
When you make a deal, it's really important, and this is honor on a golf course too, by the way, it's really important to be honorable. Honor is a very important thing. You will find that people have great respect for people of honor. I have met over the years so many great people of honor on the golf course and playing golf. And I can tell you, it's my honor to be with you tonight. Have an absolutely great 4 days and enjoy yourself. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. They're great young players. They're going to be touring players. They're going to be head professionals. They're going to be successful business people someday. But they're great young people and players, and it's an honor to have them at Trump National, D.C. Okay, let's go eat.
Looks like a great time. The contestants enjoy getting to meet and spend time with Donald Trump. And George, Mr. Trump was so excited about hosting the Junior PGA Championship at his facility. There's nobody else like him.
Yeah, you can say that. And there's a lot of excitement. Heading into the first round in the boys division, 3 of the top 5 finishers from a year ago were back to try and stake their claim to the Jack Nicklaus Trophy. To do so, they would have to take on a deep and talented field as well as navigate a new venue, the championship tournament course at Trump National Golf Club, Washington, D.C. Round number 1 of the Junior PGA Championship saw Oklahoma's Brad Dalkey putting this new layout to the test. He really lit it up on the backside. First, he put his chip inside 4 feet to set up a birdie at the par 5 second. Then he came right back with a great tee shot to the par 3 third. Dalkey's ball ended up inside 4 feet again to set up a second consecutive birdie. Dalkey came to the par 5 10th with the record in mind. He was 40 feet away from shooting a 64. His eagle putt just ran past. The birdie comebacker gave him a 6 under 65, setting a new course record.
I shot 65 the last day last year, so have a little experience on going low in this tournament, and I think that helped me a lot.
Dalkey wasn't the only player going low in round 1. Sam Stevens' chip at the par 5 10th almost goes in for eagle,